Chicago, this next song we're about to play is incredibly important to me. And if you know these words, or if you're familiar with this song at all, I need to hear your voices. This song is certain about the absolute atrocious way that we treat each other on a daily basis. It makes me sick to my stomach and it breaks my heart. You might not know the person next to you, but they are entitled to believe and do whatever the fuck that they want to do. They are allowed to express themselves in whatever way that they see fit. If they want to do their hair all crazy, if they want to wear makeup, if you want to wear a basketball short, it doesn't fucking matter. We judge each other based on the most shallow criteria, and that shit needs to stop immediately. Because being in this band, I get to travel the world, and I get to see a lot of this amazing place that we live in. However, I got a little news for you. People out there, they don't give a fuck about you. In fact, they want to see you fail. They don't give a fuck about what you have to say or what you want to do. So that leaves us with one choice. We have to look out for each other. That's the only choice we got. So recognize your responsibility. This song is dedicated to a young girl named Amber. Let's do this in Chicago.
We're all playing a game, whether you like it or not. It's a game you can't opt out of. Just because you're not playing doesn't mean the clock isn't running. You might say, I'm not political. I don't like my music political. I don't like anything political. I'm not political. And that's fine. But actually, you know what? No, fuck that, it's not. Because like I said, whether you like it or not, you are fucking playing. And you might not like politics. You might not like talking about it. You might not like thinking about it. I understand that this world is a fucked up place. But you know who loves politics? Your landlord loves politics. Your boss loves politics. Police love politics. So it's time every single young person in this room, we wise up. Get involved. Get involved. If you don't like ice, you better get involved with politics, motherfucker. If you don't like seeing children locked in cages, you better get involved with politics, motherfucker. Georgie, I got a question for him. What fucking choice did they give us? Why do I get you? Why do I get you? Why do I get you? What do I get you? But the bottom line is this. Racism still fucking exists. It's happening right before your eyes. And if you don't see it, that's just because you don't want to. Because it's uncomfortable to talk about. Because it's uncomfortable to face. But here's the thing. You're not the fucking one with a gun to your face. So this is your fight. It is our responsibility. You stand in this room talking about hardcores about no racism. Then where the fuck are you? Where are you? Where's your voice? This shit is a fucking problem. And it's time for us, especially white motherfuckers, to stand up and be there. It's time for us to stand up every single moment that we are awake and talk about this shit until it is no more. And if you're tired of hearing about it, if you're tired of this again, that's your privilege. That's your luxury of being born with the skin tone that you have. Wake the fuck up and pull your head out of your fucking ass. For Terrence Crutcher. Revolutionary mental attitude! And sure, life can be filled with pain, it can be filled with sorrow.
proud to be nobody. Trust me, I know when you look at me, you see nobody at all. And I'll give. I won't lend, and I won't break, but I will learn to bend, and I'll move with the wind, and I won't fear the end, because I won't live forever, but I will die tall. I see only one truth, and that truth comes from us all. So if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling like you haven't done enough, guess what? Time's running out. And the life that you have is so fucking powerful, but it lasts for this long, and then it is gone. So please, I beg you, I fucking beg you, take your fucking life back. Thank you so much, Atlanta. It is in my opinion that one of the most important virtues that a person can have is self-control. Self-control over their minds, over their hearts, and over their spirit. And to understand that this life is filled with pain, and to understand that there are things that sometimes you must surrender to, but to still search to control oneself when the odds are stacked against them. I see far too many fucking people nowadays who are controlled by the words of others. And when you allow someone's petty fucking words to knock you off your feet, you're gonna find it's real fucking hard to make it through your day. So search for the silence within yourself. And when you find it, just sit in it. And be okay in it. And don't be afraid. Search for that silence so that you can find it in other people. And let the loud dogs bark while you sit atop your throne. No matter what you say, no matter what you do, I will not be doomed by you. For far too fucking long, I held on to so much fucking rage, frustration, hatred towards a specific member of my family. I blame this person for a lot of wrong that happened in our family. I blame this person for things that happened to me. And it's not until very recently, till someone very close to me said, just let it go. Just forgive him. Each and every single one of us are on our own fucking journeys. We're all just trying to figure this fucked up thing called life on our own in our own way. And sometimes that means you get hurt by those who are there to protect you. Sometimes that means you get hurt by those who are sworn to love you no matter what, who are sworn to stay by your side no matter what. But that's just life. And so this song's about forgiveness. So whatever you're going through, whatever you're feeling, that's just a phase and you'll grow out of it. And that soon you will learn how to calm down, you will learn how to get in line, and you will learn how to contribute to society in the way that everybody wants you to. You're led to believe that people who stand on a stage like this are more important than you. You're led to believe that morals only exist inside religious institutions. You're led to believe that knowledge only exists inside of schools. And none of this is fucking true. But the most important thing is you are not taught of the true value that you have as a young person and the true power that you hold inside of yourself. And if you get one thing from this band, I hope it's this. You truly are the most valuable thing on the face of this fucking earth. And we all need to realize it right fucking now. And if you've been taught otherwise, you better just fucking forget it because it's not true. My bicycle has taken me places that school, God, my parents, anybody, it's taken me further than any of those places have taken me. And if you want forgiveness for anything that you've done, quit looking up there. There's no fucking answers. yourself and you learn from your mistakes and you make sure you understand what you've done, and then you try to change yourself, because you can't change the world unless you change yourself first. You feel me, Salt Lake? And I might not be able to change the world by myself, but I promise you this, I will fucking die trying. This song is called We Still Believe. Sing with me. Too much of my fucking life blaming the problems that surround me and my life on other people, and the relationships that I ruined, and the relationships that I almost ruined. I constantly had this finger right here, this arrogant fucking finger, and I was constantly putting it in other people's faces, saying, fuck you, you're the reason I'm broke, you're the reason I hate myself, you're the reason this shit sucks, fuck you, you're the fucking problem. And this shit is really bad. How I took that finger and I turned it on myself, and what I saw scared the shit out of me. I realized that every single problem that I have around my life is a result of a choice that I have made. And the most dangerous person to me in my life is myself. So if you know this one, sing with me. This song's called Such Pain. What did I do to end up here? Not point the finger at other people, not point the blame in other directions, but to sit down and truly have a conversation with ourselves and ask, what did I do to get us here? Because we all have a role to play in it. And it doesn't matter what color your skin is, it doesn't matter what job you had, it doesn't matter how old you are or what language you speak, to open your eyes to the world that is around us and recognize that we are not in good shape. We are not. And how can we be expected to treat each other with respect? We don't even know how to treat ourselves. We got a lot of learning to do. But I have a lot of faith in this generation right here that we can do it. That we can look in the past and past generations and our parents and their parents and their parents and say, no, we're not gonna do the same shit they did. We're gonna step it up a little bit. We're gonna recognize their faults and educate ourselves. I'm 29 years old, but I'm still naive enough to think that I can change the world, because that's what it takes. We still believe! Let's do it, Ohio! I tried as hard as I could to speak to somebody, to get somebody to listen to me, and no one gave a fuck about anything I had to say until I started screaming in their fucking face. And it's sad that that's what it takes. And I wish it wasn't that way, but that's what it fucking takes. And this next song right here goes out to those of you who aren't afraid to scream, who aren't afraid to scream at the top of your fucking lungs when you see something that isn't just, when you see something wrong and you refuse to just sit back and allow it to happen. That's what this song was written about right here. And this song goes out to my friend Rico and the Hardcore Health Foundation and those people who put their own lives aside for the benefit of everyone. This song's called We Still Believe, so if you know it, please come and sing with me. Needless to say, he did not survive the jump. When the police went back to his apartment, they found a note that said this. If someone smiles and says hello to me today, I won't jump. Nobody did, now that man is dead. And this is exactly the things that this band is trying to convey. Because we're all very, very young and we have no reasons to be bitter or jaded. And there are small things that each and every single one of us can do to make this place that we live in, this very, very cold place, a more livable place for everyone. And that's what this is about, thinking outside of ourselves and thinking about somebody else for a change. And I'm not here trying to preach Christian values because I don't believe these to be Christian values or religious values. I believe these to be human values. No matter what you believe in, where you come from, all that is just one perspective out of infinite. That's not truth, that's just perspective. Your one perspective. And we shouldn't be trying to kill each other over that. We should just be going, hey man, that's cool. I believe something different, but that's cool. Whatever gets you by. Lead by example. Show love to each other. I might not know you, but I love you guys very, very much. And I don't want you to hurt. And life can be filled with pain, but that's just a part of life. So get over it and start living. This song is out to my cousin Bubba, and this is a collection of words that I wish I could have said to him. And maybe could have saved his life. This song's not built upon the sand. Thank you guys very much. This whole thing, this thing that we're taking part in, sometimes we lose the fact that this is an act of defiance. In a world that intrudes into our lives every single day, it tries to numb us, tries to dangle little things in front of us to entertain us, just so long we're as content until we die. It is. It's fucking bullshit. Because the fact of the matter is, there's a lot of problems happening in this country right now. Regardless of who you voted for, you have to feel like you got fucked. Because the fact of the matter is this: we all belong to a system that was built to take advantage of us. That's just what it is. And until we stop trying to make excuses for our oppressors, nothing will change. And nothing can change if we keep trying to point out flaws and people go, you don't like it, then leave. Fuck you. I'm staying where I am. With a middle finger in the fucking air. And I'm not going anywhere until this racist, sexist, homophobic fucking country changes. I'm done betting against myself. I won't be doomed by you. It's been said that when your time comes, and by what I mean by that is when your time comes to die, that your entire life flashes before your eyes. And I know there's some people in this room who've probably been pretty close to that and who have witnessed that before. I know I have. I truly believe that our main purpose in this life is to make sure that when that time comes for you and you're sitting there with your life flashing before your eyes, that you are proud of what you see there. That you are proud of what you see flashing before your eyes. Because this life that we have here on earth is very, very short. So you better make the fucking most of it. You better live every single moment with love, compassion, with kindness, and you better give back as much as you possibly could, because that is what life is about. That is what being human is about, and nothing more. I don't give a fuck about your phone, about what car you drive. None of that matters. What matters is the person next to you, and knowing that that person feels pain, and that if you cut that person open, they're gonna bleed just like you bleed. And we need to be here for each other. Do you fucking feel me, Cologne? Do you fucking feel me, Cologne? You're good. I still have faith in you. This song is called We Still Believe. Let's make it happen. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. This world has convinced us that we are not smart enough. This world has convinced us that we are not strong enough. They have convinced us that because we are young, that we are stupid and we are weak. But I look out here and what I see is infinite potential. What I see is another way, a new world. That's what I see when I look at all of your beautiful young faces. And you will lead us there. You inspire me and you give me hope. So the question is this: what choice did you give us? 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 What choice?
Passion that we can find about this place. This band and a lot of people in this room have an opportunity to travel all over. And this is the conclusion that I've come to. This world is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place filled with amazing people doing insanely beautiful things. And it's easy to lose track of that sometimes. But these people, they're fighting all by themselves. They're fighting all alone, all by themselves. And what they need is a generation of young people to encourage them, to back them up. We need more artists. We need more poets. We need more authors. We don't need any more cops. We don't need any more politicians. We don't need any more lawyers and judges. We need artists. And that's where my generation comes in. I look out here and I get fucking inspired. I get fucking inspired and I say this: we still believe!